cat killer. When that didn't work, she yelled, "Shut the hell up!" "Dang," the person across from me said. I'm from San Francisco, and a trans to me is nothing new, but this person truly looked like a man. Shoulders as broad as the aisle, and a jawline beard. I assumed she was from the daddy tank at County, where they put the butches. This was Conan, who later I got to know. "Dang, I mean, it's a kid. Let her cry." The woman told Conan to shut up, and then they were arguing, and the cops intervened. Certain women in jail and prison make rules for everyone else, and the woman insisting on quiet was one of those. If you follow their rules, they make more rules. You have to fight people, or you end up with nothing. I had learned already not to cry. 2 years earlier, when I was arrested, I cried uncontrollably. My life was over, and I knew it was over. It was my first night in jail, and I kept hoping the dreamlike state of my situation would break, that I would wake up from it. I kept on not waking up into anything different from a piss-smelling mattress and slamming doors, shouting lunatics and alarms. The girl in the cell with me, who was not a lunatic, shook me roughly to get my attention. I looked up. She turned around and lifted her jail shirt to show me her low back tattoo, her tramp stamp. It said, "Shut the fuck up." It worked on me. I stopped crying. It was a gentle moment with my cellmate in County. She wanted to help me. It's not everyone who can shut the fuck up, and although I tried, I was not my cellmate, who I later considered a kind of saint. Not for the tattoo, but the loyalty to the mandate. The cops had put me with another white woman on the bus. My seatmate had long, limp, and shiny brown hair and a big, creepy smile like she was advertising for tooth whitener. Few in jail and prison have white teeth, and neither did she, but she had that grand and inappropriate grin. I didn't like it. It made her seem like she had undergone partial brain removal surgery. She offered her full name, Laura Lipp, and said she was being transferred from Chino up to Stanville, as if we each had nothing to hide. Since then, no one has ever introduced themselves to me by full name or attempted to give any believable seeming account of who they are on a first introduction, and no one would, and I don't either. "Lip Double P is my stepfather's name, which I took later," she said, as if I'd inquired, as if such a thing could matter to me, then or ever. "My father was a Culpepper. That's the Culpeppers of Apple Valley, not Victorville. There's a Culpepper shoe repair seat in Victorville, but there's no relation." No one is supposed to talk on the bus. This rule did not stop her. "My family goes back 3 generations in Apple Valley, which sounds like a wonderful place, doesn't it? You can practically smell the apple blossoms and hear the honeybees, and it makes you think about fresh apple cider and warm apple pie, the autumn decorations they start putting up every July at Craft Cubby, bright leaves and plastic pumpkins. It is mostly the baking and preparing of meth that is traditional in Apple Valley. Not in my family. Don't want to give you the wrong impression. The Culpeppers are useful people. My father owned his own construction business. Not like the family I married into, who... Oh, look, it's Magic Mountain." We were passing the white arcs of a roller coaster on the far side of the big multi-lane freeway. When I'd moved to Los Angeles 3 years earlier, that amusement park had seemed like the gateway to my new life. It was the first big vision off the freeway hurtling south, bright and ugly and exciting, but that no longer mattered. "There was a lady on my unit who stole children at Magic Mountain," Laura Lipp said. "She and her sicko husband." She had a way of flipping her shiny sheet of hair without using her arms, as if the hair were attached to the rest of her by an electrical current. She told me how they did it. People trusted her and her husband because they were old. You know, sweet, gentle, elderly people. And a mother might have children running in 3 directions and go off to chase one, and the old lady, I bunked with her at CIW, and she told me the whole story. She would be sitting there knitting and offer to keep an eye on the child. As soon as the parent was out of sight, this child was escorted to a bathroom with a knife.